All right. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday the 8th. And welcome to another lovely edition of Ain't It Grand? This market has been just a doozy. I did have some notes yesterday. I did record a little bit. It was kind of an abrupt ending. My son had gotten on my computer when I went to pick up my daughter, and lo and behold, the recording stopped. But, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I watched a couple of these things happen. I watched the potential for a long pivot here when things slowed down. There were also some major signals on the 610 that I'm not going to just go back and go through right now. And then there was the W pivot. So there was no chance of this pushing through to the upside here, mainly because of the way the MACDs looked and the retracement divergence that was happening, which is where when the price pulls back far, far more than the MACDs. And we can look here. I'm just going to show you that I didn't do jack yesterday. Anyway, so this pulls back down here, and it gives another great area for the long. And, man, I just really watched. I was talking to my son. In the recording, there's like us whistling in harmony and him playing with a dog toy. Anyways, that's beyond everything. Anyways, so there was definitely the long potential. I just felt like it was just, and really, I could delete this line and be just fine, and I probably would have, I don't know if I would have taken it still. It's just it was such a weak move up, and, you know, it really has to do with the volume, and the volume is just so low right now that it's kind of in anybody's court. So, and once again, it starts just about to kick off. Looking at the daily chart, what do you know? Another close right in the same area right there. I was looking at maybe a potential long that had happened here because of the divergence, but everything's, I don't know. These MACDs are strong down. You had a big push overnight. I'll put my line back here. Oh, and I've got, you know, my usual busy mom stuff. School doesn't start for 2 more weeks, but we are doing orientations and things, so I'm not around a whole lot right now. This is almost looks like yesterday's start right here, but just further down, more of a potential to push down than yesterday's start. This is almost exactly the same look as the triple bottom, but the MACDs have more of a potential to push down now. God, contracts are still so low. This is August. This just may be what we see for the next couple of weeks, which might equal me sitting on the sidelines. Man, I mean, I want to take the long trade. I'll just go ahead and mark it. And I'm not going to do it because everything has more of a potential to turn over now, but the way the MACDs are behaving and the slowdown here is just so far below everything now. Let me move this up here. Because if I did get in, it would have been about here. Oh, the other child's moving upstairs now. It's just, no, these are, yeah. I'm maybe going to leave that there because I don't want to look at it. Just looking at like this move the way it was yesterday. Kind of popped up, came down, didn't reach any lower. And that's basically what we've seen here. But the EMAs have a much different look than they had back here. They're kind of flattening out a little bit more. When in doubt, sit the heck out, right? The problem is I can see reasons for a short and a long at this time. Good morning, love. Storming at 12:30. Alright, so little dude woke up from bedtime. Morning, little dude. So the anticipations of this pushing down were there by looking at the higher time frame MACDs. I am just personally struggling to take any of this. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have been in this short almost this whole time. Today and tomorrow are going to be pretty busy days for me, and we have some really severe thunderstorms coming through, which typically means that we lose power. So it's smart to make the decisions not to really do much on those days. So what are they saying? Wow, I feel like it's overnight. So what you see, this reversal bar rolling above the 0 line. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Thanks.
She's a sneaky one. Watch this pop up. I really feel like the entry was way back here. Alright. Watching this pop up right here. Hey, Bubba, can you,
Trapped now.
Alright, so maybe go break even here in a moment.
Oh, I know you. And you doubted me.
I didn't. I never doubted you for a moment. Alright. I feel like I'm pretty late to the party. Back here was my initial entry, so I took it here and it really just waited a second or two. I got to really watch this. MACDs are still strong up, but it has a history of pushing up and slowing down right as it gets past these EMAs. So, I feel like if I'm going to move my risk all the way up there, I might as well just go ahead and take an exit. Days like today, I'm not willing to risk a whole bunch. It's okay, just make yourself something to eat. You need to eat something. Are you? What you gonna make?
You know.
Special eggs?
Yes.
Okay, I love you. Thank you. You make such fabulous special eggs. Alright, we're doing okay. We're coming up to the 0 line, which is a teensy bit of a concern. This tiny little bar, but there's still 3,000 ticks. If this doesn't push up past this high, this little bar right here, I may be jumping the gun to exit, but the way it's been, I'm not going to risk anything. Oh, there we go. Alright. Looking just a teensy more off the risk. I'm just kind of watching a volume indicator. Don't ask me if I know a whole lot about it, because it's something I'm just working with right now. Still strength up, still strength up. I'm paying attention to that. Just hit like a little floor here and push up. I'm going to go 2 ticks behind this little floor. Once it pushes past here, so right now my risk is back here, but I'm going to lock in just a teensy bit of profit. It's starting to show me a bit of a slowdown. Still showing strength up though, so I'm just going to take it to a break even. I feel like it's too soon. I think the break even is more fear-based for me than anything right now. Oh, I got a reversal bar on the 1597. That 0 line on the 1597. So, I'm going to be prepared to take just a little bit out if I need to. Put in 7425. Let's put that back right where it was. Yeah. Can't let every little tick scare you, but at the same time, you got to be aware of what type of days we've had. It still hasn't turned down. It could in a blink of an eye, definitely. So we will struggle to move up here. So now is the decision, do I sit through the struggle, or do I go ahead and just take a little bit of profit? The 0 line's not usually something to play with, but those MACDs are really angled up with strength. No, there's no divergence right now. Well, there was at the bottom pivots. It's just reaching the 0 line. There's actually really no divergence right now here. Okay. Special scrambled eggs.
Special eggs.
Sorry, dude. You'll listen better next time. I thought your special eggs were the sunny side up that we had yesterday.
No, special one is scrambled.
Okay. Now I know.
Household famous.
You what?
The household famous.
The household
Even
famous.
The ones who don't like eggs like them.
That's true. Alright, I'm just 2 ticks behind this little floor here. Watch it, watch it, watch it. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like, but this makes me much more comfortable. These tiny bars. Oh yeah, this is good. It doesn't push up past this little tick. I'm going to close that puppy out. Man, it's starting to roll here. Makes me a little uncomfortable. Yes, son? Can you give me just a few minutes? I'm going to really, yeah, something I really need to concentrate and pay attention to. And we can talk about it in just a moment, okay? Thank you. Okay, it's reached this high. It hasn't pushed through it. It's got the potential to. You right there, Booger? Oh, thank you. I already got some coffee, though. I appreciate it. Okay, well, I'll have another cup after this. Okay? Okay, I gotta pay attention here, Bubba. Like, I really think I need to, let's see, 224 ticks, rolling over, reach that high, didn't exceed it, double bar. Oh, I just want to be patient. 10 ticks, pushing up. Alright. Alright. Come on, buddy. 3,000 ticks. These are still pushing up strong, even though it's made this tiny little bar. This hasn't really rolled over. It's just hanging out here. Kind of typical spot for it to just stop. And I think my tolerance level is pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and take a point off this. Pops up after this. That is so absolutely fine. Yeah, come on. I'm going to pop through that and I'm fine with it. There we go. My tolerance, my patience, my focus has just gone, and you can hear what's going on in the background and such. So, but what I'm looking at is, you know, I've reached this zero line and I haven't pushed through this area, which may happen. These MACDs didn't give me what I needed to feel confident for this pushing through. So what may actually happen is it pulls back just a little bit more, and it would have been enough to probably hit my stop and then take off. Another thing that I'm looking at is these MACDs here. They didn't really pull back extremely hard, and we see this has been happening quite a bit. Pushes through the area, pulls back, and then it just kind of piddles around for a while. So I'll take my 1.25 and be happy. We'll go ahead and let the dogs in. Are you okay with that, bub? Dog, I hope you got all your business done for the day because it is going to be raining. Yeah. It'd be really interesting to watch this just continue up, but at the same time, there's just something about it not continuing. The way the MACDs were behaving. So this may be all I do today. This basically can show you just a little more insight to, you know, the way things go around here. If this continues up, it'll be beautiful. It would have still not hit my risk, but the way things have been, the way they behave, I'm not willing to just think that this is the one that's going to take us to the moon. Ooh, I can smell those eggs. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Okay. For the song, or for the eggs?
Yeah.
How many eggs did you make me, baby?
3.
Oh, I only need 2. But I'll share what I don't eat with the dogs. How about that? Patience would have definitely paid off, right? We're having 2 contracts. I'm just not willing to do it right now. There's some major retracement divergence kicking. If you want me to teach about that, Bubba. Oh, look at those MACDs. What are they doing, Bubba? What are they showing you?
They're rolling up.
Yeah, they're pushing up still.
Why
What are
don't
these
you-
doing?
Why don't you, they're rolling down.
Yeah, they're starting to slow down and roll. There's a little space between here, so it might not snap back to there. What did I what?
Why don't you do a... Wait, is sell up or down?
Sell is down.
Oh, why don't you do a buy trade right there?
Well, it's not set up for mommy to get in. Because remember, we have to have our stop set behind things. So our stop would have to be back behind, right? And here, and I really got out of this because I was afraid it was not afraid. I don't want to use the word afraid. I was really thinking it wasn't going to continue up.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
What happens when these 2 close?
When these 2 close,
Yeah.
it shows weakness.
Weakness
So, like-
and going up?
Yes. So since they're open to the upside, when they close, kind of... So it showed weakness to the upside when these 2 were closing, right? But this one, the top one, never really crossed that bottom one. So I was anticipating it to keep going up. You see this area between these lines and the price?
Mm-hmm.
That told me that it could snap back right there. So right now I don't have a real good area to feel super confident that it's going to go up, because what could stop it if it goes up?
What could stop it if it goes up?
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
Resistance on this line.
Yeah, good job, dude. Yeah, so you have that all right in there, and it's hit that area quite a few times. And the MACDs are showing kind of strength to go up. It's just almost like it's dying down. Look at this one. Can you see this one over here? You see how this is below the 0 line? And a lot of times I'm going to move that so you can see it. A lot of times that means that it will curl down at that 0 line, especially since that 0 line is kind of coinciding with this resistance area, right? And so this was something that I was teaching yesterday. I'm going to show you. Remember how we were using this?
What?
This thing? But I got to
yeah.
change the color of it.
Here,
So.
I can.
But look, I did a default. I set one called I Can See. How you like that?
No, you have to press apply and then okay.
No, I don't have to do that. I set a setting. So watch. So instead of doing the default, I created a. I'm going to show this to people too. I managed a template and I created another template. So I created I Can See template, which makes. Oh, I don't want to save that as I Can See. Which means that I can see. So you don't have to hit apply. When you hit apply, you're hitting that because you want to apply one setting and you're going to put more settings on there. You don't want it to close out. If you just click OK, it saves it. So look how far the price pulled back in this big move to the downside. Do you see that percentage?
No. 61.
Yeah. How much did the MACDs pull back? Can you read what that number says?
0.
No.
23.60.
Yeah, so are they agreeing about how far this price might go? Well, this one, yeah. This one says, wow, we pulled back like 61% of this move to the downside. And this one says, man, we've only pulled back 23% of the move to the downside. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't go up, but it's probably going to mean that it's going to take a lot of work if it does. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Broke through the resistance line and then...
Actually, this would have taken me out, right? Yeah. That would have taken me out right there. Pretty sure. Well, it would have touched it. I don't know that it would have taken me out. Cold. Yeah. So like really when I'm trading, I try to not pay attention to the numbers or the points or the money. I'm just looking at what it's telling me. All right. Well, I got to call in 45 minutes. Got to edit this video and get it running. If this goes up, that would be fabulous. I'm sorry that if you hear me smacking, I figure I'll leave the conversation in with me and my son so you can hear that even a 12-year-old can see this and understand it after just kind of paying attention to the clues. I mean, he did say I should take a long trade here. But I don't think I would have gone against these. This has not yet slowed down, so can most definitely continue up. This bar pulling back with a MACD is not having much of a problem with it.
Remember the cup that Sarah's in?
Uh-huh.
You could put that design on a t-shirt.
I sure could. Oh, here's where you were right about taking the long trade, bub.
Ooh, yay.
It was just a little too early, but wow. Well, my 2 points would have been had for sure. But Mom's done trading for the day. High five. One trade. One trade. Close 1.25. I have a feeling I'll be busy later on today. I have a couple of little girls showing up at my house. It's going to be pouring down rain. Damn. And there she blows.
What time is it?
It is 9:20. It hasn't moved much since you last asked. All right, everybody have a fabulous day.
Yay.
Okay, so I have this set up from from a coaching session that I did. I don't think I could normally trade like this, but this is kind of interesting. So I went ahead and took the long trade. We started to get a pivot a little bit higher here. I've been kind of waiting for a little bit of divergence, even though I've been gone. After this, I haven't been able to really give it much of my attention. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Kids are running around like crazy. So, who knows? I think this may be another W pivot, and it would be wonderful. It's really weird for me to have my charts like this, but this is just how they were set up. So it's what I went with. I like the way these EMAs are open still. We've had a strong push down, but this could be that lovely W pivot. Stopped a little bit higher here, gave the reversal bar. My chart's like this. But hey, at least you get to see the whole picture. 61% would be way the heck up here. 79.25, 81.25. I'm going to keep it at the 2 point for now, but we'll see. The storms that were supposed to show up today haven't been here. So I just had to stop my recording to yell at my children who are beating on a door upstairs. If you ever wonder why you don't see much trading out of me when my kids are here, there you go. This W pivot does what it's supposed to do. This is going to push up. I'm going to move this up just a little bit just to be prepared for if we get another push up. I'm sitting back a little bit from the screen because I can get too locked into the immediate of what is happening right here. And the fact that my charts are set up really strange for myself. But hey, I'm going to add this to the end of the other recording. I was having a session with a gentleman named Oscar, and I wanted him to see how I put all these together. And, you know, right now, it's had this area of resistance that held for a week. And it pulled right down to it and bounced off of it. At the very least, it's going to give us a little bit of divergence here and push down. But it's going to at least give that W pivot, I would anticipate at least. So there's a little floor here. which would put me right at this low. I think I'm going to wait just a little bit longer, move that. I was actually discussing with my students, and I kind of keep my mind a little occupied at the moment, about how this happened, and I anticipated it to snap back, and it wasn't going to stop at the 610 on the dime. Might not have stopped at the 1597 on a dime, which it didn't on either of those. It passed it a little bit and went into the 4181 area. I'm not sure that I trust this 100%. This is not a strong trend. This is a strong push that it gave. So I'm not really convinced that we have a strong trending market, but hey, it did give us some new highs, so let's see what it can do to at least work to get its way back up towards that area. It's the same kind of thing. I allowed myself to get a little nervous before, and it was really, it was a fear-based exit. I mean, I'm human. They happen. Yeah. I can feel the focus just slipping away. Okay. So, these kids are going to kill me. Nope, looks like the end pivot's going to win out. I've paused this several times to holler that, please kids, please, Mama's trading. Moving it a little soon, but as you can hear and see, my concentration is not on tip-top shape today, so it's a little bit tougher to really read this when that happens. I like the way that this is starting to pop up again here. Right now I have 2 ticks in risk. This is not looking good for it. Still got 2,100 ticks, so I don't let that stop me. In reality, my risk should be right behind here, but because of my focus level, I'm bringing my risk in tighter, which could be something that actually hurts me over helps me. Letting it out. What I like is that these EMAs are still open to the upside here. I like how we made that little divergence to push up. This still hasn't really given a push down in the MACDs. I'm just trying to be as, open and honest with the way that things are behaving for me and how my feelings are going during it, because we are not machines. We have feelings during this thing, and it's how we control and manage them that makes the difference. Just do some slow, deep breathing. That is what gets me through a lot of my trades, guys. Just nothing's really changed from why I took this entry. Everything pretty much is still in line with it. I mean, this could really just snap down and take me out. Looks like it may be what happens. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm just looking at what my probabilities are. This is hanging out here. It's this one BB that makes me a little nervous, but it takes a little longer to turn. This is below the 0 line. Pretty decent distance. It's 130. Lord have mercy, about to hear what. I know you're just trying to have a good time with the girls, okay? But let them have their time, please, and just chill out for a few minutes. If you'd like to go back to the pool, the sun looks like it's coming out, but you would have to load up with sunscreen. If this doesn't do what I need it to do very soon, I'm going to be getting out. Yeah, this is what I deal with. I just feel like I'm in a really bad position right now. I feel like I'm holding this for all the wrong reasons. Okay, I'm closing out of this trade.
Ethan asked me, do you want us to go to the wood swimming pool right now? Just get out of the house?
I'm sorry, I'm losing my patience.
Do you want us to do that?
Okay, I have to go to Whole Foods at 3.
Okay, so do you think we can go to the Lazy River or something until you're done and you can pick us up? It's 4 o'clock. It's going to start raining.
Recording. trying to woo-saw it up, and I just really want to end the day. So I've had 2 trades. They were not my most fantastic trades. I still have some faith in this continuing to the upside with the EMA staying open and flattening out here. I'm about to run some kids up to the pool. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and watch it. I might just come down here and make a little divergence and then push out. Or I might just keep going down. I figure once we broke through this area, we're going to have to pull back to it and then go up. Okay. So, yes, I've made positive trades. Yes, I've made, fairly good choices about taking my exits and such, but I feel as though today was really not something that I'm super proud of. I mean, number one, reading this, it does tell me that I'm trying to make the 610 control things, and a lot of times that gets me in trouble. The entire time this was happening, the MACDs have been pushing down. I still have a little bit of faith in this pushing to the upside, but I think I'm jumping the gun because I'm wanting to make something happen because I have been so distracted by my children's who are going to the pool and, given a little break. I think that it is in my best interest so that I am not losing any trades to put this away. And as I say that, I'm going, ooh, 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 is this the one with the little tiny bar? I mean, this is still pushing down. We've still got some divergence between these pivots. I think I want to make the long happen after such a big push up. It's kind of sad. I mean, it's a little sad that I'm not in it. I have to remember that, that's just, it is the way the cookie crumbles. That's just the way things go. I mean, I can't expect every day to be my best trading days. It's been a while since I really felt like I had a really good trading day. I mean, I've had some all right ones, but it's definitely been a little while since I thought, I felt really great about my trades. It's been, you win some, you lose some, right? All right. It's time for me to take some kids to the pool. Just breathe. Wow. Closing this up a little bit more, I feel a little sheepish. Actually, I'm going to watch this, but I'm not going to watch it with the intentions of recording or trading anymore. I'm obviously going against things as, this had opportunity here. I just didn't pay attention to when the exit was. When this led a little bit lower, it was definitely the exit, but okay. I know it stems from that psychological side of I feel as though I missed out here. Even though I'm telling myself I'm fine with it, I know myself well enough to know that I feel as though I missed out here. So I need to remind myself that, hey, it's a positive day. It's a good day. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here doing this. Happy to be able to spend the time with my kids, even though it's going to be pleasant to drop them off at the pool in a few minutes. So, have that fabulous day, everybody, and look forward to seeing your progress.